Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Matt Shoemaker will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. Has not been good this year. He's got to throw a lot better. Hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Mookie Betts at the plate now as he looks at strike one. These Angels, Eric, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And things haven't gone all that smoothly for them here on this homestand. They've won just twice in 5 games, so they're going to be looking to get a little offense going to take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff.
Lined hard toward short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Andrew Benedict will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1.
Batting second,
Mike Trout will dig in, 1 for 4 with a triple in last night's game. High in the air out to center field. Benedict is under it. 1 out. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, this is a team that just knocks the walls down. They lead the league in doubles already, and you keep producing those extra base hits, you're going to produce a lot of wins.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Red Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Cole Calhoun will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Bogaerts will make the catch for the final out of the inning. Angels leave 1. We've played an inning. No score. J.D. Martinez will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night.
Yeah, and I don't think that should surprise anybody because when you look at his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 500, so he's just adding to those numbers.
Calhoun is underneath this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP-type player because of his offense. But his
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes his out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
Nelson Cruz will stand in here. currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to pad that total here.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
And that misses ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
For Moreland, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Donaldson has it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Number 13 will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Dustin Pedroia will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Shoemaker comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Well, Johnson has been known to have a little bit of a floating strike zone at times. Sometimes he's dead on with the corner pitches, and other times he's a little stingy.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
And leading off with a halo,
Chris Young will
left
stand
fielder,
in, back in the lineup
Chris
after getting the night off
Young.
yesterday. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
Tapper right back to the mound. And a rather easy first out.
Yeah, and that's not
Batting
always
sixth.
an easy play for a
Designated
pitcher,
hitter,
especially when he has to
number
barehand the
17.
ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Stepping in now, number 17. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
And ideally on this play, you'd like to think you could make it up to third, but no sense risking it if you're not sure. So even though he was in motion on the pitch, he's going to wind up holding on at second base. Hey, better to be safe than sorry.
David Fletcher stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Benedict going back on it, still ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
From the stretch, number 37 is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You got to keep the ball.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Angels strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. The shot there at the Newport Beach coastline, not far from us here in Anaheim as we get ready for the top of the third. Sandy Leon steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3. Andrelton Simmons will get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout. Out in front of it, strike 1. Now the 0-1. Smoke toward third. Scooped up. No problem here. 1 away.
The center fielder,
Mike Trout is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And this is a 3-pitch see ya here. They go in, out, in here in the sequence. I mean, it's a simple little pattern that seems easy to pick up on, but that's not always going to be the case.
First pitch of the at-bat. Josh Donaldson is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
Here's a ball lined into left center, and that's over the head of Bogaerts at short for a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
And you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Chris Young stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. A goal. Xander Bogaerts is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Number 17 stands into the windup and the pitch.
Number 17.
sends that one out of play for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. In there, 2-2.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hit out towards second. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out.
First baseman, number 19.
Now at the plate, Jeffrey Marte. He singled his last time up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little bit outside. 2-1. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a one-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
David Fletcher is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 1-1. Number 37 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. This is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Here it comes, 2-0. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Just a little parachute shot out there in the
number
right field,
27.
but, you know, it's going to work for him as you see it get down out there, and that's going to drive in a run.
Mike Trout comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
2-0 pitch, and that one's over for a strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Third baseman number 20,
Josh Donaldson will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First delivery to him on the way. Hard liner toward short. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. 1 run is scored. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
This is a guy you don't want to make a mistake with runners on base, because when you do, he normally does something like this. This is a bolt right here. You could hang your laundry on this one, and it's going to wind up scoring too.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, you see there, this 4-run innings hurt his pitch count too. It's starting to get up there.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And for whatever the reason, he's really fallen off the rails here in the 4th.
And it looks to me like he's looking very tentative out there as well. And that's usually the kiss of death for a starting pitcher. You've got to go right at guys.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And a full count now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway ball.
And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
On his way to pitch number 75, Chris Young stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Martinez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Angels are out in front, 4-1. Leading off the inning, Dustin Pedroia. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Shoemaker steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calhoun on the run. And that's the first out of the inning.
The catcher,
Sandy
number 40.
Leon is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Line towards center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Here's Mookie Betts, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Hot shot down the line. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Andrew Benedict will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Lifted the other way to left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Xander Bogaerts is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from 3rd.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
You're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. If you go ahead and walk him, you're loading the bases for your cleanup hitter.
And a slider that catches a lot of the plate that time, and it's sent out to deep left center field. And this one is gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
Left fielder, J.D.
As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Calhoun has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Mitch Moreland
first
steps
baseman.
in, got a base
Mitch
hit in his last
Moreland.
at-bat. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Back goes Young, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the fifth hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
He's set. Here it comes. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch. Number 17 come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Betts ranging back. A leap, but he can't get it. It's off the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And the Angels are in business here. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, the right fielder does just about everything he can here. You'll see it. This is a great effort as he leaps to come up with this thing, but he just can't reel it in. It's a nice job here by the center fielder backing him up, but this was going to be a triple all the way.
Into the box, Jeffrey Marte. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to hold the lead. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Runner at third here, nobody out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
Got a fastball to his liking. It was middle in, so he was able to turn on it and pull it right through the hole to pick up the RBI.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Stephen Wright is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Right.
David Fletcher started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Benedict giving chase. Uh-oh, he whips on it. Number 37 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. They're not happy with runners just on the corners, so they put that man on first in motion, and he's able to make it 2 men in scoring position now with nobody out.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. To short. Bogarts has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Andrelton Simmons is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking there. You've got to put this ball in play.
Hit sharply on the ground. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Hit to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cam Bedrosian will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 32, Cam Bedrosian.
Number 13 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Brian Johnson will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Hard hit ball to second. And that will conclude matters here in the second. Angels strand 1. They still lead it by 2. It's 9-7. Dustin Pedroia will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's...
And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Sandy Leon is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. Two different locations, but equally effective.
8 runs on 12 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Jose Alvarez will get the assignment on the mound here, as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Mookie Betts will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here, as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Left side. Donaldson's up with it. 1 there. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Center fielder number 16.
At the plate, Andrew Benedict. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Josh Donaldson. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn. The same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
1-2. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Cole Calhoun digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Well, he hit it hard. He just kind of got unlucky with the placement, so you can't ask for much more. You just got to try to...
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
You know, with just the slim lead that they have right now, this is still anybody's game. So you hate to give away base runners in situations like this. Now, if it's your elite base stealer, go ahead, let him fly. But right here, this is a tough out for me to give away.
Nope,
ball 1.
It counts 1-1.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And no one will get this one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Martinez there to put it away for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 24.
Chris Young stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Joe
Now
Kelly
pitching
will
for
come on
Boston.
here looking to get the
Number
final out in the
56.
home half of inning number 8.
Kelly.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Martinez. Gone! It's a solo shot for Chris Young, giving him an even 200 career as they've taken a 2-run lead. And that's a special home run, guys. Chris Young continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And 200 home runs is a feat that many players aren't even going to approach, let alone achieve. I know I didn't come anywhere close, but by now he's established himself as something of a decent power threat. And you can be sure pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into that batter's box. He has definitely earned a little respect.
Yeah, good for him. So hopefully he can get that ball up on his trophy shelf. Like you said, Steve, he's a legitimate power threat up there. But I will say, he's got a long way to go before he's mentioned among the best home run hitters in the history of the game.
Into the box now, number 17. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first safely.
The batter, first baseman, Jeffrey Marte.
Jeffrey Marte ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Matt Barnes will take over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Matt Barnes.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
1's the count.
And that misses 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over and the runner back. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, that grounder got him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
And let's see now.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Stepping in, David Fletcher. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hard hit at third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Angels get just the 1. 9th inning coming up. It's the Angels 10 and the Red Sox 8. Blake Parker is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, that extra run they scored in the bottom of the 8th, huge, absolutely huge. You've got a home run hitter here at the plate, but a solo shot won't do it anymore.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
Now, you can't take any more pitches like that. You don't like it, you got to at least try and fight it off.
0-2 count and the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
J.D. Martinez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Hit hard up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Mitch Moreland.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Mitch Moreland. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Jackie Bradley Jr. will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 19, Jackie Bradley Jr.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Just keeping him close. First offering on its way. Bradley runs. Pitch inside. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Here's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Manny Ramirez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 29, Manny Ramirez.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Nelson Cruz. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
He's set, and the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far.
Number 13.
Follows up that home run from earlier with his 3rd RBI of the ballgame.
Your
Noah
attention,
Ramirez.
please.
Well, come on now as he'll
pitching
try to
for the
record the
Angels,
final 2 outs here.
Number 25, Noah Ramirez.
Eduardo Nunez will come on now and pinch
Number
run
36,
here.
Eduardo Nunez.
So stepping in, number 13, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is fouled at the plate. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Now batting number 15.
He knows his job is to
baseman,
hang on to the
Dustin
lead for his
Pedroia.
team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
yeah, you know that run in the bottom of the 8th turned out to be the difference maker, as they're able to hold on here and get this win in a squeaker.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This is